Hi, today's topic is view data versus viewback versus temp data versus session. My name is Prasad, so I'll be explaining this particular topic today. So let us come to this particular table. Here exactly I'm saying how to pass data from controller to controller and controller to view. View data, viewback are used to send the data from controller to view. And temp data is we can send the data using temp data from controller to controller to view. And temp data will be it retains the data for a current and subsequent requests. We have a session, it works as it is as your ASP.NET web application. Okay, and we'll just verify what exactly the view data. View data uses view data dictionary class, and we can use strings as keys to access the view data information. But for a view data, whenever you are using in the view, we'll have to convert it. So this is how we can do it. In the controller, I have a list of countries. I'm using a generic to store the countries data. I'm having India, China, US and UK as countries. So verify here. I'm storing view data of countries equals to countries. This is similar to your sessions in ASP.NET web application. I'm talking about the syntax. Syntax will be similar to your sessions in ASP.NET web application. Now I've stored the data into my view data. In the controller, I'll be accessing like this in the view. So here I'm using a for each. Over here I'm retrieving the view data of countries. I'm converting using list of strings. So conversion is required while using view data. Okay. Then what is a viewback? Viewback is a wrapper around your view data. So viewback internally uses dynamic keyword. You can have as many as variables in the viewback. Okay, so here is an example for the viewback. So in the controller, I'm using the same example like view data. In the view data, we were actually using like this. So like sessions using key value, we were assigning the data in the view data. But whereas in the viewback, you will assign it like that: viewback dot countries equals to countries. Okay, so this is how you are assigning viewback in the controller. So that will be accessed in the view like this. So here we are using a for each again, and we are actually looping through viewback dot countries. We are not converting it. There is a difference between view data and viewback while accessing. Okay, so when it comes to temp data, so you should use one temp data for a current, and it will be useful for a current and subsequent requests only. Here these are all the points to be noted. Whenever you are using a temp data, what happens is once you read temp data value, the temp data value would not be available. It just retries. After reading, it just retries. Internally, temp data uses session only, so it will become null. Okay. In case if you wish to retain the temp data value, we should use either keep or peek. So keep will be like this: mark the specified key in the dictionary for the retention. So what happens is once you read the data, you use keep method to retain the data. Then you have a peek also. So returns an object without marking the key for deletion. While reading the data, you actually use peek method so that temp data value will get for the subsequent request. So we will have a practical example of the same, and also we have a session. It works as it is as your ASP.NET web application. We can use it anywhere you required. Okay, so let's have an example for view data, session, temp data and viewback. So I have a controller which has got two actions. One is index, second one is about action. So here what I am doing is I'm actually initializing view data, view back, temp data, session, and everything. So sorry for the noise. Okay. So for my about action, I have a view. This is my view. Okay. For now, we just concentrate on these two actions. Okay. So here in my index I have all these, so I'm just redirecting to about action, which is available in the same controller. Okay, so let me run my application. So I have used pin to source over here so that I can verify the data here itself. Initially everything is null. Okay, so I'm assigning view data, so it becomes test. So I'm assigning view back, even this is becoming test, it's not null. Assigning to temp data, assigning to session. Now I'm redirecting to about. Now verify, now everything is test, so let it redirect to about. Let me run it again. Let me run again. Okay, so I'm just assigning everything, so everything is test. For some reason okay, now verify here what happened. See, you have a view data, you have a view back, both became null. Earlier it was initialized as test and test. What does it mean? So you cannot pass value from controller to controller by using view data and view back. We can pass it by using temp data and session. Okay, so as I now will verify. See, again we are, if you reinitialize, that's fine. Okay, now everything is became test. Now what happens is, see, I'm actually using, I said about. See, there is a view for this about. I'm displaying view data, view back, temp data, session over here. Okay, so let me go there. Let me go to my controller. So again I'll say F5. It comes over here. See, I'm displaying test, 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 test. So all, see, view data, view back, temp data, session, everything is getting rendered over here. That means we can pass the data from controller to view by using view data, view back, temp data, and session. Okay, now what I will do is I'll just refresh this particular page and verify what happens. See here, view data, view back, temp data all became null and session only has the data. So what does it mean? For the next request, for the next subsequent request, you cannot use view data and view back, but you can use the temp data. But since you have taken the temp data in the view, it is actually becoming null over here. So we can actually retain the data by using keep and peak values in the view. How to do it? We'll do it. So let me close it. Let me close it. So in the view, what we can do is, I can use something like this. See, So what happened is, here I'm reading the data. So after that I'm actually using a keep to retain TD test value. Now let's run it. Okay, so I'm assigning everything over here. So I'm reading the data. Now let me refresh it. Can you verify here? View data, view bag, temp data. See, view data, view bag are null, but temp data has the data now. Test and session has the data. Earlier, temp data was null. Okay. You can also use. Right. So let me close it. Let me close this. Here, instead of using keep, I'll actually use peak. I'll remove this, so I'll read it like this. So here I'm reading into the string, then I'm printing the string over here. So let me run the application. Okay. So it has printed test. So let me refresh it. See here, view data, view bag, temp data. Now temp data has the data, session has the data, view bag does not contain the data. Okay, so the bottom line is, temp data is actually useful for current and subsequent requests. Then once you read the data from the temp data, it will become null, it will get destroyed. If you wish to keep the data, you should use keep and peak to retain the data. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.